All right, guys, hello. Welcome Tuesday night. It's the first Tuesday in May. I love the beginning of the month because there's lots of exciting things to get excited about. We get to talk about what happened last month, look forward to a new month, and get just really excited. So these are sometimes my favorite calls, the first team calls of the month. So just if you are new here, which I haven't really looked through, but we usually do have some new people that hop on. We do these every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. This is the In the Pink team. So if you're here, that means you're a part of the big In the Pink team. We are a team of about 1,600. Now that doesn't mean that there's 1,600 active people. That would be super nice, but that's about how big the team is. We're based mostly in Virginia, North Carolina, East Coast, all the way down to Florida. But of course, we've got people all over the United States. So a lot of times when you hear me talking, we're talking in Eastern time. You hear about a lot of events sort of in the Virginia, North Carolina area. But that doesn't mean if you don't live around here that you can't be doing your own stuff. And you let me know about your stuff, and I'll be advertising your stuff for you. So I'm Dawn Andrews. If you don't know me, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, been doing about three and a half years, going on since 3 years in January, and just had amazing health benefits, amazing business benefits, and so this is a job that never feels like a job. It feels like a really fun hobby that I get paid really well to do, and I've gotten to meet amazing people in the process, which I think is one of the greatest victories of this business is the amazing community that we have. So it's fun to get together with everybody on Tuesday night. So let me, I want to first just kind of go over April, shout outs. The way that Plexus works is we work on month cycles, and we finished out our month. We had a pretty good month as a team. We did just try a little over $100,000 in sales. So for our team, not our best month, but a pretty good, decent month. I think the most we've ever done is around 140,000 to kind of give you a baseline there. So pretty good month. So everybody's out there selling. I mean, that's a good baseline. Our team as a whole added approximately 40 brand new team members. It's sometimes hard to keep track of that with customer upgrades because that doesn't always show in my back office and my dashboard. And I haven't figured out a really great system to master tracking upgrades. So I kind of have to guess, but around 40 new people. So that means there's 40 brand new people that just joined our team. Some of them might be for wholesale. Some of them, of course, might be ready to work the business. So as a team, we have the one Plexus mentality. We want to make sure that we are supporting our new people, that we're giving them the resources, that we are friending them and supporting them. And so, just be aware that we've always got new people coming on. So let's just always be looking for opportunities to help each other grow and support our new people. Because as we know, this is a great, it's a great company to be with. We have an excellent team. If you don't already know this, you're a part of a much larger team. That's the top team in the entire company. Celeste Gwen is my sponsor. She's a double diamond, the only double diamond in the company. So your Plexus sort of grandma or great grandma is the top producer, the top person in the company. So that means we get an excellent upline, and so we've got great resources. So if you're on this team, you landed in a really good spot. Congratulations. You picked a good sponsor. Let's see. We did a really kind of a fun contest this month where as we added new team members, I offered prizes when we unlocked different mystery doors. So once we added 10 ambassadors, anybody that added their name went into a drawing, and it gave away a $25 gift card. And then we had different tiers. So I wanted to announce my winners again. The $25 gift card winner was Missy Sacken. So that was fun. And then I did a Kendra Scott necklace when we reached 25 brand new ambassadors, really pretty emerald necklace. And that necklace was given to Kelly Acker. So congratulations to those two for being contest winners this month. I want to recognize I put the top 20 personal volumes on the team page. I'm sure you saw that if you're active on the team page, but I wanted to again recognize my top 5 because it's always a huge accomplishment. And I'm going to tell you, our top 2 people had over $2,000 in PV. And that's really, really high. I mean, there's diamond teams that their top people don't have over 2,000 in PV. So over 2,000 PV, especially as high as these girls were, is really something. And it's something to be proud of, and it's something to be celebrated. So Our very top personal volume on the team this month was Amy Umflett at $2,657.25. Our number 2 was Lisa Weincoop at $2,401, and probably some change that I missed. Number 3 was Sherry Sprouse at $1,774.65. We had 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is Cindy Earwood, $1,440. And Cindy's pretty new, so that's really impressive, Cindy. Awesome job. And then our number 5 was Michelle Clark at $1,407. And Michelle Clark has now become our resident product expert, and nutrition expert. She's now going through a class through the Integrative Nutrition Institute. So she's a great resource. As we're finding that when we have like general health and wellness and nutrition questions, Michelle's doing a really good job of helping to educate us. So we're really blessed to have Michelle on our team. Well, we're blessed to have everybody, and then and certainly Lisa Weincoop is a chiropractor on our team, so she's got great knowledge also. So just congratulations to my top 5 ladies. And again, everybody had, I posted the top 20, so make sure you guys take a peek on the team page and see who your rockstar team leaders are. Let's see. We had some corporate did a contest this month called the Big Reveal. We have that coming. They're doing a really big, huge announcement on May the 6th. And I don't know what it is. Like, people are asking me, like, you guys think I know? I have no idea. I'm completely clueless. And so it's a very big deal. We don't know. But I know that it's a big deal because they're doing it 3 weeks before we're all going to be in Vegas. So whatever it is, couldn't wait for us to go to convention. So it's got to be pretty big. So they did a big reveal incentive contest where if within a certain amount, within like a week's period, if you added 2 ambassadors, 2 customers, or a combination, you win something, and we don't even know what we're winning. So we had several big reveal incentive winners, and these are the ones that I definitely know about because I asked on the team page who had gotten it. But if I missed anybody, please tell me in the chat. I want to make sure that I recognize everybody in our team that was a big reveal incentive winner. Lisa Weincoop was an incentive winner. Michelle Clark, Rachel Glenn, Amy Umflett, and I believe Sarah DeLutis. And again, if I missed anybody, I'll take a minute and make sure you tell me. I want to make sure I recognize you as a big reveal incentive winner. And they'll send out those acknowledgments and announcements probably in the next couple of weeks, and then send the prizes toward the end of May. Okay, I don't see any chats popping up. Susan Dodge got it. Yay! Everybody see that? Congratulations, Susan. I got to write that down. Awesome job, Susan. Anybody else I missed that happens to be on there? Haley Russell. Yay. Yay. That makes me so happy. Awesome. You guys see that Haley Russell got it. All right. All right. Congratulations, everybody. I believe I always try to kind of look for my top recruiter. Again, that's another one that's kind of tough to look in a back office of 1,600 people to figure it out. But I'm pretty sure my top recruiter this month was Katie Stachowski with 4 or 5 new ambassadors. If anybody wants to say, no, I recruited 5, I recruited 6, let me know right now. So make sure, but I think my top recruiter was Katie, and she's really new, you guys. Did I miss anybody else? Haley, okay. Okay, awesome. Okay, so and then the last thing, every month, Katie has 5 newbies in her first month. Oh, that's so amazing. So Katie just joined. Obviously, she's on Lisa's team, and she's had and so it's a nice lead into my next announcement. Something that I started when I started building a team, a couple of years ago, was something that I called my Butterfly Award. I have just a great love and affinity for butterflies because they represent so many wonderful things. But as I was growing a team, what I was seeing was, so oftentimes there were people on the team that were just really spreading their wings in a whole new way and really stepping out of their comfort zone and really kind of stepping up their game and taking their business to the next level. And to me, that kind of growth is just amazing. And that's sort of what we do in Plexus it's a personal growth journey as much as anything else, as we're constantly being pushed out of our zone, our comfort zone, and having to kind of stretch ourselves further and try new things that are scary. And when we do that, when we start to kind of we say, transform from that caterpillar of being in our cocoon and doing things that are safe, when we start trying things that are scary and new, we start spreading our wings, that's when our businesses, and that's when not just our business, but I think our lives start to sort of be just really change, and that metamorphosis happens. So, okay. So we have the Butterfly Award on the In the Pink team. Now, I don't give it every month anymore because sometimes I found that with the big team, it was kind of hard to kind of see who was out there. But when I see somebody that really stands out in any given month, that is like a clear butterfly, I want to recognize those people. And so my butterfly we had one last month, who was Cindy Rohr. But this month I saw somebody who just really did some really cool things, and she continually stepped out of her comfort zone, had some great accomplishments. And she recruited 5 people in her first month. She had a level 2 join in her first month. She did an online launch event, been highly engaged with our team, been on the team page, and she's on the call tonight. I can see her right now. And so that is Katie Stachowski, and I'm assuming I said your name right because we've never met officially in person. So Katie, congratulations on being the In the Pink May Butterfly. And so you will be receiving some happy mail from me. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm really, really proud of you, and can't wait to get to know you better, Katie. We're really glad to have you on the team. Okay, let's see. What else did I bet? Oh, I wanted to recognize a few people for April that did some events. Yay, Katie. So hold on, let me take some water here. So much of our business is done through social media, and so much of our business is done online. But I will say, and you hear this a lot, events are where it's at. When you can get people out to events and you can really form relationships with them and share testimonies, that's when I think businesses really grow. And that's because we really are in the relationship business. So I want to recognize Rachel Glenn. There's Rachel. Wave, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Who hosted an event at her house in Tampa. I was able to go visit her, which was super fun for spring break down in Florida. And so she did a great job and hosted an event, had friends over and food, and just did an awesome job. So good job, Rachel. And I wanted to recognize Dodie McGuire. I don't know if she's on the call, but she's always just really good. Every month, she consistently has an opportunity meeting at Wine Up Pizza off of Great Neck Road in Virginia Beach. And that consistency is awesome. And so I just really wanted to recognize her for continuing to do that. Good job, Dodie. I hope you're on the call so you can hear yourself being recognized. I can't see you because I can't. Well, you know what? I could see you if I change my view. Are you there? I don't know if she's there. But anyway. So good job, Jody. And then also last, I wanted to recognize Samantha Godwin, who also has done our 7-day challenges consistently. And so I just want to thank her for doing that because it takes a lot of work. She always kind of keeps those going. 7-day challenges, or when you sell the little, 7-day slim packs for $25 and put people in a group, and she does a great job of teaching them. And so she offers that as a service to all of our team. So anyway, thank you guys very much. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and roll into May, you guys. I'm excited. Let's see. I'm doing pretty good. 15 minutes in. So we've got May coming up, and we're in May, and so that means a whole new month, a whole new set of goals, a whole new exciting. I mean, spring is exciting. I know I'm excited. When it's sunny, when it's like it was today, boy, my energy is like a whole new level. Like, get out. We're out. We're about. We're going. So it's a good month to really be connecting with people outside of Facebook and outside of social media. As you're out and about and you're going to your kids' programs or, spring cookouts and things, don't forget, don't be bold and confident that you're a Plexus ambassador and this is your business and you're professional, and take the opportunity to share a little bit, connect with people, form those relationships. So anyway, May is a good month. Just some things that are going on in May, some events that are already scheduled for our corporate have scheduled and also on our team. As I mentioned before, the big reveal is coming up this Saturday. It's going to be live streamed. Well, it's going to be live in Dallas. So a bunch of people are going down to Dallas to actually see it, the actual event. I couldn't make it. I wanted to go. I was invited, but I just couldn't pull it off, not going to Vegas. So I'm going to go to the live stream event at Lisa Winecoop's house here in Virginia Beach. And that's going to be fun because, I think there'll be about 30 of us there doing that. Rachel Glenn is also hosting a live stream sort of event, big event at her house in Tampa. So if you're in Florida, you can get to that. I think you're doing that. You give me thumbs up. I'm pretty sure you are, right? You are, yes. If anybody else is doing a live event, I want you to tell me now in the chats, because those are the only two that I know about that are going on. And so anyway, so we'll have some big news. So you'll probably on Saturdays see lots of live, and they're going to do lots of promotions and posts about whatever this thing is that corporate is so excited to tell us about. All right, so big reveal this Saturday. You can still register. I think registration is still open. I'm not completely sure. Oh, yay! Yes, yes, yes. Michelle Inman on Kimberly Hogg's team is having one in Maryland. So we're also, I got to write that down. So we're also having, I forgot about that one. Awesome. Yay. So we've got 3 on our team. That makes me so happy. Cool. All right. And then, all right. So also in May, from a corporate end, is a huge month. It's a convention. So we'll be going on Memorial Day to convention that Monday. And a bunch of us are going to be at convention in Las Vegas through Friday. You'll be seeing lots of information, lots of posts, lots of new things, products probably being launched. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So be looking out for that at the end of the month. I will take volunteers to run the team call. I will not be available to do a Tuesday team call. So if someone is not going to convention and they could do the team call for us, and I would love a volunteer. So let me know if that sounds like something you can do. You don't have to talk the whole time like I'm doing right now. You can get testimonies, get several people to kind of help and delegate. So it doesn't, it can be done pretty much any way you want. I'm like, whatever, just go for it. Just do it, whatever you want. I mean, testimonies I think are also always awesome. All right, let's see. Okay, something that I want you guys to be looking out for on the team is we're going to call it, it's going to be called Wednesday Word from the Top. So I have reached out to some jewels in our company and asked them to come to our team page on Wednesdays throughout the month of May, and they're just going to hop on randomly, so we don't exactly know what time. If I find out what time a little bit ahead of time, I'll say, hey, make sure you're ready for the live at 10 o'clock with the mystery jewel. And anyway, so she's going to hop on and just kind of give some words of advice and inspiration and tips. So you get to hear from somebody besides me on a consistent basis, because you'll find that, there's so many wonderful ways that this business can be done and so many inspirational people in our company. So anyway, so that's going to be fun. So tomorrow's Wednesday. We're going to have our first jewels kind of pop in on Wednesdays on our team. It'll be on the team page live. I'm currently working on another VIP online event for our whole team. I'm teaming up with 3 or 4 other jewels to do that again. I think it's going to be May 11th, but we haven't completely confirmed it. So you can kind of maybe pencil that in or just know it's in the works, but I'll make sure you know. And a VIP event is where everybody in our team is included, but you invite, we'll either set it to 1 very, very special person that you invite, or 2, like a VIP, and let that person know that they're the only one that you're able to invite, and the reason you're inviting them is because they're super special and you think they would be really awesome. And so the VIP, again, then gives it kind of a special feel for the guest that's invited. It makes them feel like, oh my goodness, man, Rachel really thinks a lot of me because I'm her VIP to the event. Okay, so we've heard those have been very, very, very successful for many, many teams. So we're going to be working on one of those. And then also in May, which is rolling right now, and it is awesome, is the 30-day detox group. It's so good. Amy Umflett and Tracy Jacobson, who are on our team, had this wonderful idea to do a sugar detox challenge group. And they invited our team, everyone on the team, to kind of participate. And I don't know about you guys, but I had an amazing response, because this is a little bit different than a lot of the challenge groups that we've done in the past, because it's not plexus focused. So instead of really focusing on plexus and plexus products, it's focused on something that so many people want and need, which is sugar, to cut their sugar and their sugar detox. So it's got great value to people. And the idea of this group is not to sell Plexus, but they know it's sponsored by Plexus. And so it's an opportunity to kind of sprinkle, you know, how Plexus can help, but that's not the focus. And so I've just had a wonderful response from it. And people are really excited, and it really shows me how much people are in need and are yearning for that support with their health and wellness. And it started on May the 1st. I hope, you know, if you're in it, you can see how much engagement we're getting, and how I just think it's going to be really awesome. So I just wanted to recognize them and say that is currently going on. It's kind of too late to join and add people. If you are kind of new and you're just hearing about this thing, you're like, gosh, I'd really love to see that. We might be able to add you just sort of as an observer, but maybe not a participator, like somebody that you could just kind of watch and learn along the way. But at this point, it's closed for us as ambassadors for adding new people, because we all contributed $10 because they're going to be giving away prizes and so forth on the group. Okay. I'm thirsty. All right, so that was May. Let's see, did I miss anything in May? All right, so if I missed anything, somebody chatted. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything really important. Okay. If there's anything else that you guys have on the books and on the calendar, if you have any events planned, any online events planned, Facebook parties, anything like that that is open to the team, let me know. You can put it in the chat. You can message me later. I like to make sure I try to keep my calendar up to date with what's going on. So yeah, so May's going to be a great month. Okay, so all right, so I knew that was going to take a while to get through the 2 months, but I wanted to share something with you guys that I've learned about recently, and I have been utilizing and using, and I'm pretty excited about. So I thought I wanted to share with y'all. You know, this is sort of a take it or leave it. It's just, I'm going to present this topic about how to utilize email to help grow your business. Maybe it'll spark an idea. Maybe you say, yeah, I want to do it. Maybe you want to take a piece of it. Okay, so this is just for, hey, this is a new way to think about something that might work for you. I just recently went through a really great online marketing, like business marketing class. Just finished it up. It was like an 8-week course, Marie Forleo. It was excellent. Highly recommend it. And one of the things that she talked about was how an email is actually scientifically sort of proven, I don't know if it's scientific, but in marketing science, to be the most effective way to close sales. When they look at all of the avenues for how people, you know, when people have a business and they're selling a product, where do people, where the Marie Forleo, you got the Marie part right. So it's Forleo, Marie Forleo. So anyway, so it just is proven like to be 85% more effective than any other means to close sales. Okay. Because it just is what it is. So she recommends, number one, when you're in business, and so this business class that I took was not for network marketing. It was for all online businesses. So people that have products that they're trying to sell and market online. She recommends that the most important thing that you can do when you have a prospect is to get their email address. Okay. Now we use Facebook. Absolutely. I mean, I will tell you that I probably built my business 85%, 90% utilizing Facebook. Okay. In my 3 years, you know, it's a massive net that you throw out there. So I'm not discounting Facebook at all. That is how I built my business. I will continue to build my business that way. It's a wonderful way to connect with people and to throw a huge net and have a large audience kind of hearing your message. So absolutely. So, but the thing is, and then this is what I've been doing. So absolutely constantly expanding my network. You know, I always make my Plexus post public. It's the most amazing thing in the world because I get random people, don't even know where they came from, become Plexus prospects very quickly and friends very quickly. So I always recommend Plexus stuff you can make public. So you kind of throw that net out there. So what I've been doing is when I start having a conversation where someone is interested in Plexus, I immediately want their email address. Okay. So for example, and I'll use the sugar detox as an example. When I put the thing about the sugar detox for my people and said, this is going to be awesome. If you want to go, I had all these people comment, yes, I want in. Yes, I want in. Some of them were my friends, some of them weren't. It was just because it was public. So then I went through every single person, made sure it wasn't a Plexus person. Then of course friended them, requested their friend request, and then immediately messaged them with a message that says, I'm super excited to get you started on this. I've got more information I would like to share with you. Can you send me your email address? All of them were like, sure, okay, she wants to share information. I'm trying to add value to their life, so they give me their email address. So now I have a database, right? I have another way to connect with them other than just Messenger on Facebook. Because what I have found, and what I find is many people are not on Facebook every day when they're not working a business on Facebook. They're there every week. They're, every few days. Many people don't have instant messenger downloaded, so they're missing messages. And then also what happens is, if they get a message, a lot of times they're not in a space to be able to return the message. Like they're on the soccer field or they're running their kids to school and they see a message from me and they think, oh, I need to respond to that. But then they forget, you know what I mean? It's just not a good time and they forget. And so sometimes days will go by or weeks will go by and I don't hear back from people. So utilizing this email is another, like as soon as I get their email, it gives me another way to connect. So it's another door basically to work with somebody and to communicate. And ultimately what we're doing is we're building a relationship and we're building trust through our communication. We're not selling in any way. So I just want to be able to wait different avenues to connect. Okay. So with the sugar detox, I got all these email addresses. It ended up being 44 emails. And then I decided to use, instead of trying to kind of individually email these people and kind of keep track of it, I use MailChimp, which probably many of you may have heard of. MailChimp, like the monkey, CHIMP. It gets great reviews. It's a free email like service. So you just sign up for a free account and it's super easy. You go in. I was able to create a list. I was able to name my campaign Sugar Detox. I put in, I sat down, I put all the email addresses that I was given in a list. So it keeps the list for me. I didn't want, and with an email service like this, you can then create an email. You could make it super fancy and make it more like a newsletter with pretty photos and borders and stuff. But I didn't really want to do that for this group. What I wanted to do was I just wanted for these 44 people that are in the sugar detox that have trusted me, they've come to me and said, yeah, I want to do it. I just wanted them to know that I was on their team. So I took the approach like, thank you for trusting me. I'm doing this with you. I'm your cheerleader. Here's some suggestions, some things that we can do together to get ourselves prepared, like detox. So I just gave them like 4 or 5 little tips, like detox your kitchen. What was another one? Like write down your intentions, a little shopping list. Here's some things to have in your kitchen to make sure you're successful. So it was just an extra support. So I wasn't selling Plexus. At one point, I will tell you, there was one point that I put something in this first email that I sent to my group. And I said, you definitely with doing a sugar detox want to have a really great multivitamin. You want to make sure it has plenty of B vitamins and plenty of D vitamins. I have a really great one that I love from Plexus, but if you have your own, that's fine too. So I'm not trying to sell them. I'm letting them know that I have something if they need it. And then I put in parentheses, make sure it absorbs properly. I try to make it funny. If your pee is bright yellow in the toilet, you just flush all your vitamins down the toilet, because that's something I would say in person. So, trying to always keep it very conversational. So I kind of like in between lines made the point like, hey, I've got the right vitamin for you. And you might have a vitamin, yours probably isn't good enough, without saying it like that. Okay. So with this particular, and I'm kind of walking y'all through this to give you an idea of how I did it. So this might spark ideas for you. So anyway, so that was my only Plexus plug in it. And then we went down, I'm here for you. And I kept it very simple. So it still looks like an actual email from me. I didn't make it fancy at all. And then at the very bottom, I was able to still put in my plexusbydawn.com, my contact information. So they know I'm a Plexus ambassador, but I'm not shoving it down their throat. And I'm trying to create value and build a relationship of trust with these people. And so anyway, so once it was all created and done, I was able to launch it. It gets sent to all 44 people at the same time, but it looks like it's coming from my email address. It's coming from me. It's got my name on it, so it's super personalized. There even is a way on MailChimp where you can actually personalize and put like, dear so-and-so. I didn't do that for time purposes because I'm new to it and I'm kind of figuring it out. And I was like, I'll figure that one out on the second email. But you can make it super personal. Always at the bottom, it has where they can unsubscribe. So if for some reason they don't want to get your emails anymore, they can get off your email list, and that's fine too, right? But here's the really neat thing about using the email service like this MailChimp is it tracks it. And so you have almost like a back office within MailChimp that then shows me exactly so-and-so what time she opened my email. Like I can see every single person that opened the email. It shows me what time they opened the email. If they clicked my link to my website, it tells me that they clicked. You can get really fancy with MailChimp and put your, there's even a way on MailChimp to put, if I put a picture of X Factor, I could even link my website behind the picture so they could click on the picture of the X Factor to learn more. They could also click on, and it sounds super complicated, but it's really not, I promise you, because I'm a techno phobe. I can't do stuff. I really can't. And so, but I decided that I was going to learn, and it really was not a hard learning curve. It's super easy. It's set up for novice people. So I love that. I love the fact that I can see what they're doing, and I can see that they've seen it and they've opened it. That's something that I can't do on Facebook Messenger. I don't know. I mean, I kind of know they opened it, but it just gives really good tracking information. So it's a good way to track it. So with this particular sort of email campaign that I'm using, I'm going to focus right now on these 44 people that are doing sugar detox. I plan to send an email Sunday night before the week, and then I'm going to check in with them probably on Thursday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, send another one. How many people of the 44 opened your site? Well, I sent it out Sunday night, and at that night, as soon as I sent it out, I had 4 people almost right away. And I'll be honest with you, I've been so busy for 2 days, I haven't looked. I've just been trying to get it done. So I'm going to go back and start looking at the statistics a little bit to see. So I can't answer that question. I will next week though, and let you know kind of what the stats are on it. So again, just really utilizing the service to build value, not to sell product, not to be pushy, not to be try my product, but to say, look, I'm on your team. I love health and wellness. I want to help you get healthy, and I'm a Plexus ambassador. And so, there's ways to really promote our business and set ourselves up in that place without, again, always talking about product or samples or whatever. So what I probably will do is utilize with this group, if I'm sending those emails out a couple of times, probably somewhere within the month, I'll probably Facebook Messenger them again and say, hey, have you been getting my emails? What are they helpful? Do you like getting them? And try to make that contact then, because every way that I can get contact with somebody and have a conversation and engage them, that's a new opportunity to build the trust, build the relationship, which eventually will translate into a new customer or a new ambassador, because we just want to have the conversation. So yeah, I think that's all I had for the email. Does anybody, let's see if I had anything else. So, I'm using it specifically right now for the sugar detox group. I plan to kind of go back through my prospect list that I've had in the past and see who I've got emails from, and maybe message them again and say, hey, if they've already given me their email, then they've already given me permission, which I like that. I like having permission to do that. Nowadays I see a lot of people really complaining about being added to Facebook groups that they weren't. No, we don't do that, but a lot of other network marketing companies are really bad about that. they'll just start adding people to like, you know, the legging parties or the lipstick parties or the mascara parties, and people are starting to get annoyed with that. People don't like to be added to things without permission. And so asking for their email address, you've then gotten permission to say, hey, I'm going to be emailing you something of value. So you've opened the door for the permission, but then they also have the option to get out of it, which I think is important too, which is the unsubscribe button. Yeah, so I want to be able to use this. I think this is going to be really great to use in other ways too. So, you know, maybe on a weekly basis, I might decide that I'm going to, every Friday, follow-up Friday, going to blast out, you know, an email and maybe feature just a product and just say, talk about not just Slim, you know, not just say, hey, buy my Slim, but talk about the importance of blood sugar and the importance of balancing it and how the chromium helps with that. And, you know, and if you're brand new and you're thinking, well, I don't know all that stuff. I don't really know all that stuff either. I copy all that stuff from everybody else out there that knows that stuff. And honestly, if you're on our team page and you're on Share Your Journey page and you're doing the sugar detox and you do plexuspowertools.com, you'll have so much information you won't even know what to do with it all. And, you know, then it's just a matter of sort of copy pasting and making it your own. You know, sometimes we don't realize how much valuable information we really do have about health and wellness and how people need that, and we can really give it back to them. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Let me see here. I've got some chats. Oh, no, I guess not. Anyway. All right, well, if anybody has any questions, they want to message me later if they have any more questions about that. I'm happy to help and kind of guide you through it. Again, it's new for me, and I love trying new things and trying to kind of expand my network and my business. So I'm excited to be trying to, you know, using email in a whole new way to share, really just sharing health and wellness and really helping people. Okay, well, that's it. And I don't have any questions. Anybody? I'll be quiet for a minute. And how about live questions? Anybody want to talk to me? Unmute yourself and talk to me. That would be good. Lisa, now, Lisa.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, like, how do you add value? What's an example of adding value? Like, I understand for this challenge, but regular, you know, week, let's do something week to week. How can you continue adding value? I understand the blood sugar, but then always promoting the product, trying to do that without, you know, selling, but still, like,
yeah,
I can see it as we do the challenge, like the P96 shake. We're going to do a post on that because everybody is posting smoothies. So we can really highlight the value of the whey protein isolate and that type of thing and give them some good info. But when it's one-sided, how do you know what's valuable?
Yeah, well, I mean, really each of our products have a lot of there's a lot of kind of research to show why they're valuable. Like, so Slim would be the importance of blood sugar. So just sort of an informational post about why blood sugar is important and why it needs to be balanced and how having unsugared, you know, blood sugar affects your body and your mood and all of these in different ways. It leads to type 2. So you can do that. So probiotic, I mean, that's an easy one too. Gut health. There's so much information out there about gut health. You know, talking about how it's linked to the immune system. It's linked to, you know, depression, anxiety. So, BioCleanse, I mean, turn around and say, why is that important? It's important to have a clean colon. It's important to have magnesium. You could do a whole post, a whole thing on magnesium and why that's important. But this is another thing to really keep in mind, and this is sort of a marketing 101, always keep this in your mind. People always want to know, what's it going to do for me? That has to be, like, when you're writing something or you're putting information together, you always want to be thinking, okay, this person that's reading this is saying, what's it going to do for me? What's it going to do for me? So we can have all the best scientific research in the world, right? And we can spew it out. But if we're not really focusing on what's it going to do for the person that's receiving it, then they might glaze over, and then it's not worth it. So I don't know, so always be the copy that you're writing or that you're making your own, answer that question for them. How's it going to help and improve their life? So, you know, I could really, honestly, I think, Amy, I could go through every product and probably do BioCleanse, Mega X, you know, how does it help with brain health? How does it help with heart health? Why is that important? What's the difference between a fish oil and a plant-based oil? But even, you know, even at that, if that sounds too stuffy and you're like, ew, I wouldn't want to get an email like that. Okay. What about if you just give exercise tips? What if you just, you know, say, hey, get moving this week, you know? It's get your blood going and make sure, you know, like little tips for, you know, park in the parking lot at the farthest end today and walk a little extra ways. I don't know, just, you know, I think anything health and wellness related, it doesn't have to be plexus like blaring, because if you're doing in the name of I'm a plexus ambassador and we're the health and happiness company, and so I'm therefore giving you some value, some stuff that adds value to your own health. You know, eventually you're just building trust, and that might take a little while, but they are going to trust you in such a way like, oh, Amy really cares about me. She really sends me great information. You know what? I think I'm ready to try her stuff now. I mean, you could always also in that, I wouldn't do it right away because you don't want people to, you don't want people to feel like you're just like, I'm just emailing you but you could do like a free sample link, you know, click here for a free sample or something. I don't know. Is that helpful? Did I help? Anybody else have anything? Okay, let's write it. 9:45. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna as always close out in prayer. You know, you can stick around for prayer or you can get off for prayer. It's just that I know yes, you can just Google it. It's a big service, MailChimp, sign up for a free account. Yeah, so I know that for my business, it's always been bigger than me and always been kind of like, oh my goodness, God, hang on tight, because this is a wild ride. So I give him a lot of glory for Plexus helping me with my own health and also my own business. So I always want to honor him and do that in our team call as a group. And of course, prayer requests are always nice. It's nice to know how we can pray for one another. So if you have anything that you want specifically prayed for out loud tonight, you can speak it to me now. You can put it in the chats, or I'll just do unspoken. I'll wait a minute. Okay, I'll go ahead and close it out. So, dear God, we just thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for this wonderful community that Plexus has brought into my life, and for these wonderful women and men that are on our team, Lord. We just really do. We kind of just give it to you and just ask you to be with this team, be with us and building our businesses. Help us to know how we can really help people. Help us to kind of see beyond ourselves and just really step into other people's worlds who are struggling with their health and are struggling with or struggling with their finances. That's a huge piece of this. And so help just sometimes give us your eyes to be able to see what their needs are, and so we can really meet their needs, Lord. I'm grateful for everyone on this team that really steps up and takes wonderful leadership roles and is excited about their business, Lord. And so just thank you so much. We pray for that people would have open hearts and open minds to hear what we have to offer, God. I pray for marriages on our team. I pray that we would have spousal support, that our partners would be excited and that they would be supportive. And if they're not, Lord, I pray that you would open their eyes and show them too what this could be, Lord. So I just pray for good, strong marriages and good, strong families also. And we ask all these things in your precious name. Amen. All right, y'all. Good to see everybody. I'm off to Charlottesville all day tomorrow. And so sometimes, you guys, when I'm in Charlottesville, I'm not like as accessible. That doesn't mean you can't reach out to me, but sometimes if I don't get back to you right away, that's why, because I'm like gone all day traveling. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.